It's the e-commerce minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The e-commerce minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. Shipping can be complex. With the uncertainty over costs and deciding which carrier to use, plus tracking your packages, things can get confusing. That's why we recommend SendPro Online from Pitney Bowes. With SendPro Online, it's easy to save time and money no matter what you send, from letters and packages to overnights and flats. SendPro Online lets you easily compare rates from USPS, UPS, and FedEx all in one online tool. And there's no software required. It's all in the cloud. Just use your computer and printer to print shipping labels and stamps. SendPro users also get a free 10-pound scale to help you weigh your packages and accurately calculate the cost of shipping so you'll never overpay. Plus, you can track all your shipments and get email notifications when they've arrived. And remember, folks, postal rates have gone up, but you can now save up to 40% off USPS priority mail shipping and 5 cents off of every letter you send just by using SendPro Online. SendPro Online is only $14.99 a month, and listeners can get a free 30-day trial when you visit pb.com/minute. It's e-commerce minute episode 414.
In today's episode, Barneys, New York to launch the high-end cannabis shop.
Fashion retailer Barneys, New York has announced that next month it will launch the High End, a luxury cannabis lifestyle shop in its Beverly Hills flagship store, making it the first major retailer management claims to open a legal cannabis department. The space will feature a lounge area with wellness and beauty products, jewelry, and paraphernalia like glass pipes, vape pens, rolling papers, water pipes, and stash boxes in the 300-square-foot shop. A selection of items from the cannabis shop will be available on Barneys.com. The New York Times reports that the merchandise will be expensive. Barneys will stock items such as a $1,475 sterling silver pot grinder. The shop is a partnership with upscale Los Angeles cannabis company Bebo to sell many of its products, including vaporizer pens and pastilles and CBD products. Bebo has also partnered with premium cannabis lifestyle brand Sherbinsky's to develop a new strain of cannabis, according to the department store. These are all words that I don't even know. This is a whole nother world of cannabis that I don't even know what's going on. Barneys, New York has always been at the forefront of shifts in culture and lifestyle, and cannabis is no exception, said Daniela Vitale, Barneys' chief executive officer and president, in a statement. Many of our customers have made cannabis a part of their lifestyle, and the high-end caters to their needs with extraordinary products and services, end quote. The concept will expand to additional locations, quote unquote, in the near future, the company said. The high end from Barneys.
I get it now. The high end. I get it. That's amazing. I guess there'll be more of these kind of shops popping up, huh?
Yeah, this was interesting only because it's marketed on the high end, get it? But literally and figuratively, it's more of you're showing how the cannabis industry, it reaches everyone now. And it's now that it's become legalized, the stigma is gone. And it's no more apparent than when you start seeing retail chains like this embrace it and market it and sell it and make some money from it. So.
Yeah, I mean, Barneys. That's a bold move for those guys, right?
Yeah, this is a big deal. But again, it's in California. Marijuana has been legal for both medicinal and recreational use for a little over a year.
Yep.
I don't think they actually are selling the article is a little misleading. I don't think they're selling the actual cannabis in Barneys, but there's a partnership and you can go to the dispensary to get this new strains of weed.
Is it more of like a head shop basically? Yeah,
it's a fancy head shop. And there's some beautiful renderings, which were in the New York Times. We'll have a screen grab of that on our website, ecommerceminute.co. But listen, this is the way it's going. You're going to see the CBD and the cannabis and everything else go mainstream. And the ones that get in there first, I don't like to use the term gold rush, but I think that's kind of where we're at right now. There's a lot of companies that are investing in marijuana. There's a lot of funds that are investing in marijuana startups. Mm-hmm. It's the way it's going.
I think it's going that way. I mean, if you look at it, it's getting more states are getting legalized and it's out there. Obviously there's scientific proof that there's some health benefits and it's getting better and better.
Absolutely. I mean, that we don't even really need to talk about that part because I think just about anyone with half a brain understands. And if they've even taken a minute to study it, that CBD and some of the benefits of marijuana. I mean, you just talk about people with PTSD, people with stress and trauma, people with actual things wrong with them, like with seizures. I mean, it's pretty much been proven. What's going to be interesting to note is how these big companies are going to sweep in, and you're going to see some consolidation. A real good example is MedMen, which I think is the biggest right now. They just put out a commercial, which I will link to on our website, ecommerceminute.co, basically talking about how the stigma of marijuana is gone, and they trace it back to, they even say, our founding fathers grew marijuana, and then through the years of how all the stigma of owning, possessing, smoking, and long jail terms and crazy things like that, and now that's all going away, and this has almost become now a culture in of itself, and the stigma is now gone. So, like I said, you're going to see a lot of big companies sweep in, a lot of people trying to make some money off of this. And I think the one good thing, one good thing that's going to happen is because you read a lot of things of these small shops that are selling, the cannabis oil is supposed to be regulated, but apparently they do these random tests and some of them is not as regulated. Mm-hmm. So I think that's something that, it's still kind of the Wild West out there. Like they tested one section of all these vape pens and there was lead in each one of them. It's like, okay, your stress is gone, but now you have lead poisoning. I think that's some, they have a bit of a way to go there. And I think with the consolidation and the bigger money moving in, maybe a lot of those issues will be resolved. But I'm really looking forward to going to Las Vegas and seeing the MedMen store, which is apparently the biggest marijuana selling store in the world.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
I have not seen it.
It's huge. I mean, they went for the sort of Apple store look, and it's. I've been to the ones in LA. I've seen, kind of drove by the one in Vegas, but it's definitely huge.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, so Barneys, they have their first location out in Los Angeles.
LA. Yep, LA. Or Beverly Hills.
Barneys says their first high-end store in Beverly Hills, and maybe more to come. Bart, would you like to tell us about today's sponsor?
Absolutely. John, did you know shipping is complex?
I've heard about it. I don't even try anymore. I just have someone else do it.
Yeah. just send it out.
I send it out. I farm it out.
Well, if you're going to do it yourself, here's what we recommend. We recommend Sempro Online from Pitney Bowes. With Sempro Online, it's easy to save time and money no matter what you send, from letters and packages to overnight and flats. Sempro Online lets you easily compare rates from USPS, UPS, and FedEx all in one online tool. There's no software required. It's all in the cloud. Just use a printer to print shipping labels and stamps. Sempro users also get a free 10-pound scale that you weigh your packages and accurately calculate the cost of shipping so you'll never overpay. Plus, track all your shipments and get email notification when they're arrived. Wow. Every time we do this, I have a problem with this.
Stumble on that one line.
When they arrive, you can track your shipments when they get there. That is it. That's what I'm going to tell you. And
I'm sticking with it.
I'm sticking with it. Sempro Online is only $14.99 a month, and listeners can get a free 30-day trial when you visit pb.com/minute.
pb.com/minute. That is the URL for that fabulous discount. And our URL is ecommerceminute.co for full show notes, photos, videos, all kinds of good stuff. Bart, you have anything to add?
That is it, my friend.
All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.